Okay, good evening, everyone. So today we'll discuss about classifications, and before going to classifications, we'll see some history about these classifications of fungi. I mean, fungal classification. So when we'll see the fungal classification, it is very important to understand that mycology is relatively a new science that became systematic after the development of the microscope in 17th century. Before 17th century, আগতে বেলেগ বেলেগ regarding classification বেলেগ বেলেগ already আছিলে বহুত পুৰণি, but mycology is relatively নতুন. It was Guillaume Battista della Porta, এজন সায়েন্টিষ্টৰ নাম, who first observed the fungal spores it was in 1588. Just about history, no? Then Pier Antonio Micheli in 1729 published Nova Plantarum Genera. kon kitab publish korisile. Then it was Micheli who not only published this Nova Plantarum Genera, but he has also observed the different spores, and those spores can be again fertilized, and they can germinate into a new species which is same genetical backups. Further later actually it was identified all those things that if it germinates in a proper condition, then it will raise a new same species of fungi from that particular spores. Then comes to the species Plantarum. It was 1753 when Carolus Linnaeus published this species Plantarum. And after this publication of species Plantarum, and probably you know this, May 1st of May 1753 is termed as the starting day of binomial nomenclature. The Dutch Christian Hendrik Persson, he established the first classification of mushroom. He is the first classification of mushroom comes after publication of this species Plantarum by Dutch Christian Hendrik Persson. And বর্তমানেও his skill is by modern mycologists also considered his skills. Later Elias Magnus Fries further elaborated this classification of fungi using spore color and microscopic characteristics, and slowly it is developing day by day. And other notable early contributions of mycologists were developed during 17th to 19th century with different modern techniques and modern tools. And there are lots of workers who worked for this classification of fungi, different mycologists. And among them, Ainsworth was one scientist who brought out one classification in 1973. And we'll have to study this Ainsworth classification and Webster classification. But among these two classifications, Ainsworth classification is very, very important, and nowadays also it is followed by different modern mycologists. So we'll study Ainsworth classification up to subdivision as per your syllabus with different characteristics. Okay, now there are two classifications as per your syllabus. This is Ainsworth and Webster. Now, what is Ainsworth classification? Ainsworth 1973, he has actually a series of classification he proposed in 71, 72, then 73 is the classification which is recognized one, and currently also many mycologists all over the globe follows this classification. His classification says this is the kingdom fungi. This is then division Myxomycota and division Eumycota. In his classification there are two divisions, and there are from Myxomycota division there are no subdivisions, and from division Eumycota there are It is also called as true fungi. Probably you know there are 5 different subdivisions: Zygomycotina, Ascomycotina, Basidiomycotina, Deuteromycotina, and Masticomycotina. So these are 5 subdivisions. You will have to remember this classification with characteristics. I'll tell you that different characteristics of this different subdivisions, up to subdivisions as per your syllabus. So there are 2 divisions: Myxomycota and Eumycota. Eumycota is the true fungi, and there are 5 subdivisions, and under this subdivision there are lots of classes. Zygomycotina, Mycotina, Cotina, Cotina, which ends letter is the it denotes the subdivision, and Cota is the divisions. So there are 5 subdivisions: Zygomycotina, Ascomycotina, Basidiomycotina, Deuteromycotina, and Masticomycotina. Okay, now regarding the schematic outlines of this Ainsworth classification already I have mentioned. So what are the important features? We'll have to understand different important features. So it is free living, parasitic, mutualistic symbionts, and devoid of chlorophyll. As you all know, we have already discussed in the characteristics. Cell wall composition is very variable. Majority contains chitin and glucan, which is the difference between this is more particularly from plant cell. Okay, then the reserved food materials are oil, mannitol, and glycans. Except some unicellular members, majority are filamentous. So division Myxomycota. What is the characteristics? You will have to remember: wall-less organism possesses either a plasmodium, a mass of naked multinucleated protoplasm having embodied movement, or a pseudoplasmodium, or aggregation of separated embodied cells. Both are of slimy consistency, hence slime molds. These are called slime molds, and this is not called true fungi. And the division Eumycota is called true fungi. You all know all wicks having walls. So there are 5 subdivisions we have already discussed. Masticomycotina, motile cells, zoospore presence, perfect state spore, oospore. Subdivision Zygomycotina, mycelium accepted, perfect state spore, zygospore. Ascomycotina, yeast or septate mycelium, perfect state spore is the ascospore, formed in ascus. This is very peculiar. Ascus we will study in the reproductive cycle, life cycle, usually within ascocarp. This is called ascocarp. Then Basidiomycotina, yeast or septate mycelium, perfect state spore is the basidiospore, formed on a basidium. There is a particular structure which is known as basidium. Then Deuteromycotina, or fungi imperfecti, this is called fungi imperfecti, perfect state, because its perfect state is unknown, and that's why this is called fungi imperfecti. So this is all about the classification of fungi that as per your syllabus. And regarding Webster classification is not very clear, and I have searched many books, 4, 5, 6 books almost, and I have not found very clear. This is very messy, so I'll tell you in later time, but at present I will not give you this Webster classification. And I think this is not so important, because in every exam classification comes, then only Ainsworth classification comes, because this is very very important, and present day also this classification are followed by all mycologists all over the world. So thank you very much. In next recorded session I'll tell you something else, maybe about cell or cell wall or cell division or reproduction, etc. Thank you.